Alright, what's poppin', people? Welcome in. This is BigBeerFoundation.com back here with week 2 pick'ems. So, how are we doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do the number one thing here on the channel. You guys know what to do. You guys know the deal. Make sure you guys do like and subscribe. We do appreciate everybody's support. Make sure you guys go join the Discord. All of that really is appreciated here on the Mother YouTube channel. I try to do my best to upload you guys as much as entertainment as possible every single week, and right now this channel has been a huge success in my opinion. So if you guys want more content, like I said, make sure you guys like and subscribe. That would really mean a lot. Also, as well, make sure you guys come join for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow will be the analytics video. That's where, if you guys don't know about that already, that's where we dive into the analytics of the game. We're gonna dive into what I expect from the game, my picks against the spread, and my final score. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys come down here for next week as well. Also, if you guys know me on Snapchat real life, I did have a little mixed up with the standings and pick'em standings. So we'll get into that in just a minute. And one more announcement before we actually get started here. I am now doing a fantasy basketball league. I got that set up. I'm ready to go for the NBA season. Well, the NBA season is almost here. That's going to be exciting. So if you guys want to join the NBA the basketball fantasy, link to that will now be in the description. Just go ahead. All you need to do is hit that link and then just press that join button, and that's just the easiest way you get through there. You have to sign in with your email and password, I think, but besides that, I think you're in. So if you guys are interested in joining that, make sure you guys do. I currently have 10 people in it right now, but I'll mix, and we have 8 people in right now, but there's only 10 spaces. But if we need to make more room, we can make more room. So just let you know, FYI, if you guys want to join that, you guys are more than welcome to as well. Okay, I think that's all the announcements I think I actually had to get through here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the picks leaderboard here. I double checked and triple checked to make sure that everybody was in the right place. So the mix up that I had with the leaderboard was Nate, because I thought Nate was, when I had here before, I had Nate at 11-5. But I double checked everybody, and I made a mistake on Nate because he was the one I needed to check on. Besides that, everybody else I knew they were good after I double checked. And I triple checked Nate's, and now he's our pick'em challenge leader so far at 14-2. Nate completely balled out last night. Let's see how he does this week. Second place, we got 12-4. We got a tie between a lot of people here. We got a tie between Chase, Aiden, Garrett, Adam, Cooper, Liam, and myself. All tied 11-4. Third place, we got 11-5. We got Noah, Andy, and Demetrios down there. And then 3 are tied with third. In fourth place with a 10-6 record, we got a 2-man tie here between Will and Eve. Fifth place, we got 9-7. We got Pay, we got Cam, we got Jace. Then 3 tied for fifth. We got sixth place with a 500 record at 8-8 is Derek, and then last place right now is Yeller at 5-11. Not the best start for Yeller, but let's see if he can bounce back. There's still plenty of time left in the season to bounce back, and the leaderboard can change. Even though Nate has a 2-game lead right now, anything can happen because we still have 17 weeks to go. So that is the leaderboard. This will be shown up every single week before we actually dive into the picks. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the picks, man. This is going to be a great week of NFL football, starting here with this awesome Thursday night football game here. We got the Bills at the Dolphins. Dolphins are wearing the retros in this one. That's why the logo has changed for me on the Dolphins. Bills are wearing the white uniforms. I know they're wearing blue too, but they got blue uniforms. I decided to show them off with white a little bit more. This should be a good game. This should be a fantastic Thursday night game. Honestly, I'm not complaining about the primetime games. I will be taking a look at primetime games, and I'll let you guys know if I actually ever had a complaint with them. But I'm not complaining about this week's primetime games either. So shout out to the primetime games for also for this week. But Bills, Dolphins should be an exciting one. Let's see who we got here in the pick and spread. It should be pretty even, and it looks like it may. I'm using my phone here for the pick and challenge. Also, The sheet is coming back also as well, but this one's actually pretty even. So let's just go one by one here. So starting off with Garrett. So it looks like we got Garrett and Noah are taking the Dolphins, but Pay and Heath are both taking the Bills. So we got them four out of the way. And then we have Andy. Andy is taking the Dolphins, and Will's going to be joining them two over there with the Bills. And then we have Aiden's also going to be taking the Bills. And then after that, Demetrios. Let's see, we got him. We got Chase, Cam, Jace, Cooper. Is Cooper in there? No. Okay, so Demetrios, Chase, Cam, and Jace are all taking the Dolphins as well. And then we have Cooper is taking the Bills. And then we got Derek is taking the Bills as well. And then we have Nate over here. He's taking the Dolphins. Our leader right now, standing wise. Liam is taking the Dolphins as well. Adam, let's see, who's Adam taking here? Adam's taking the Dolphins. And then we have Yeller. Yeller, I believe, is taking the Bills. Let me double check. Yeah, he's taking the Bills. My pick on this one, Coco, either way, I am worried about Miami's injuries, and like I said, I'll dive into that in an analytics video for tomorrow. But my personal pick, I'm going with the Dolphins as well. I think the Dolphins have more firepower. I think the Dolphins were the better team going into this year, especially with this game being in Miami, is definitely going to help them a lot, in my opinion. So my pick, I'm going with the Dolphins. But this one should be a pretty good game. It should be close, should be fun, should be competitive. AFC East rivalry here. It should be a good one. But majority of us went with the Dolphins on this one, and we have a 11-7 pick 'em spread there on the first game. So pretty split, pretty split on that first game. But overall, the majority of us decided to go with the Dolphins on this one. But this one should be a good game though. This one should be a great game. All right, next up, Raiders, Ravens, and oh boy. If I'm being honest, I kind of feel bad here for the Raiders because not only that they do have to go into Baltimore after that abysmal performance against the I'm not gonna say abysmal, but kind of abysmal performance against it was abysmal performance against the Chargers. You're going into the Ravens. The Ravens are pissed off out of their last game. This is not going to be easy here for the Raiders here, but let's see if anyone actually did pick the Raiders in this one. I'm going through my slides right now. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce our first guarantee here on the Pick'em Challenge. Everybody here is taking the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm talking about everybody. Nobody picked the Raiders, and I mean, this is not shocking. I mean, everybody taking the Ravens on this one. It's acceptable. I mean, the Ravens are the better team by far. It's not even close. Including myself, I'm taking the Ravens as well. But it's kind of funny how majority of everybody picked the Raiders to beat the Chargers, and now nobody's picking the Raiders to beat the Ravens, which is understandably so. You know, the Raiders had a bad performance. That's just the simplest way to explain it. They had a really bad performance. Now they have to go into Baltimore, which is going to be a tough environment, and they're just not going to win. I mean, so it's just plain and simple. So there you have it. Our first guarantee here on the channel. Everybody going with the Baltimore Ravens on this one, and understandably so. But you definitely knew that Demetrios and Garrett were both going to go for the Ravens. Even you guys could even predict it because, like I said, they're Raven fans, so you can predict them to count on their own team. But yeah, everybody here going with the Ravens. The Ravens are healthy. They're just a better team. The Raiders had that disappointing performance, so I don't blame everybody going with the Ravens here. It's kind of shocking because 18 people we expect them not to pick the same team, but there you go, everybody. Our first guarantee. I think if I'm being honest, I think this is our first ever guarantee here on the channel ever doing an NFL Pick'em Challenge. Yeah, I believe this was our first ever guarantee. But everybody is going with the Baltimore Ravens on this one. All right, flipping over to our next kind of a snooze fest game here, like not really motivated game here. We got the Chargers, we got the Panthers. Chargers coming off that okay performance against the Raiders. Okay, Panthers coming off of a abysmal performance against the abysmal performance at New Orleans. That probably had to be one of the most embarrassing performances I think I ever seen in a opening ninth game, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I mean, do we have anybody picking the Panthers here? I mean, after what we just saw, and I'm not even just talking to my guys. I'm talking to YouTube fans as well. If you guys are just regular viewers, would you guys ever pick the Chargers after watching that? After watching that performance, would you ever pick the Panthers? And there's another team that we need to get into, and I'm probably going to say the same thing, but let's see. Oh wow, this is actually not a guarantee. I actually kind of expected this being a guarantee, another one. But we actually have 4 people here taking the Panthers, and that is Cam, Yeller, Jace, and Derek. Besides that, everybody else is taking the Los Angeles Chargers. Everybody is bolting up except for Cam, Yeller, Jace, and Derek. Besides that, everybody else is bolting up. And guess what? I'm bolting up too. I'm taking the Chargers. I didn't take them last week, but I will take them this week because I want to give hope to the Panthers. I want to say that the Panthers find a way to come here and bounce back and win this game because, if I'm being honest, I want the Panthers to succeed. I'm kind of like a Panthers supporter. I want them to do well, but I just don't see a scenario how you pick the Panthers after watching that performance. And there's just no possible way for me to do it. Even though the Chargers, they did not look good themselves. Their offense didn't look good, but the offense looked good. Defense actually looked pretty solid for the Chargers, but come on, they're the better team here by far. It's not even close. I wish I could pick the Panthers here. Even the Panthers had a decent performance, I'll probably lean towards Carolina because Chargers didn't look that good. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and that's just what we have to do. So overall, the Chargers had a better performance. Their defense looks good, and everybody thinks they're going to take over the Panthers. But 4 people actually taking the Panthers, I was kind of shocked by that. I was expecting more like a guarantee, like with the Ravens and the Raiders. But so yeah, there you have it. We have a 14-4 pick and spread there in favor of the Chargers. Can the Panthers win? I don't know. I'm not expecting it, but it can happen. It can definitely happen. So yeah, there you have it for the Chargers versus Panthers. Next game here, we got the Browns at Jacksonville. Browns coming off of that embarrassment at home against Dallas. Defense didn't really play well for the Browns. Jacksonville's coming off of a pretty motivating loss to the Ravens, and I'm gonna say motivating because they played really well throughout that loss. Especially on the defensive end, I saw a lot of great things from Jacksonville on the defensive side of the ball. Browns, they got some more issues to worry about, man. They have a lot really to clean up. But let's see what the pick and spreads is here. But this should be another close game in my opinion. With this game being in Jacksonville, Jacksonville could have the odds here, but let's see what's going on. Actually, this pick and spread is actually pretty even, so we're going to go one by one here again. So, first up we got, and like I said, if you guys hear a lawnmower in the back, that's not my fault. So, just letting you guys know, if you guys hear a lawnmower running, I guess my neighbor's just cutting grass. But, overall, so let's see what we got. Garrett is, first up, he is taking the Browns. Alright, who is Noah taking on this one? Noah is taking the Jags, and sorry Noah, I forgot to minimize your name, so your name is going to be like that for this episode, but I do apologize and I will fix that. Peyton is taking the Browns. Heath is taking the Browns. Andy is taking the Jags. Who's Chill taking? Chill's taking the Jags. Aiden is taking the Browns. Then we have Demit is taking the Browns. So early on, we actually have a lot of people actually picking the Browns, and that's honestly kind of shocking after what we saw last week. Chase is taking the Browns as well. Cam is taking Jacksonville. Jace is also taking Jacksonville. Cooper. Who's Cooper got? Let me look. Cooper's taking the Browns. He's taking Cleveland. Nate, our season leader right now. Derek. But first we have to get to Derek. Derek is taking the Jacksonville. But like I said, Nate, our regular season winner right now, our leader, he's taking the Cleveland Browns. Liam is taking the Jags. We have Adams taking the Browns. Yeller is taking the Jags. My pick on this one could go either way. I'm kind of excited for this matchup. I'm kind of expecting more defense and offense in this game, and I'll dive into that tomorrow. But at the end of the day, I love what I saw from the Jags. I'll give them the slight edge. I am going with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game as well. I'm going to join them guys over there. But Cleveland could win this game. They could, but I'm just not expecting it. I'm kind of expecting more of Jacksonville to win this game. But this game could go either way. Another game that's probably like 50-50 could go either way. But I'm leaning towards Jacksonville in this one. But this one should be a good game as well. Like I said, Cleveland is wearing brown. Jacksonville is wearing their white and black uniforms. I kind of expected them to wear blue, but it's whatever. But there you have it. So what's the pick and spread for this one? This one's actually pretty even. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So wow, okay, this one is even. We got a 909. 909 pick and spread there. So everything is even here. I think this is the first time that we ever had an even pick and spread. But yeah, I think this one can go either way. So great picking. That means half of us are gonna get it right, half of us are gonna get it wrong, and I don't know. Who knows? It might take a big leap on the leaderboard. So let's see. Alright, next up, Jets, Titans. I could be wrong with the Jets here about putting green in their background. I don't know if they're wearing green or white, but otherwise we're just going to put them in green. Tennessee, I could be wrong too. I think they're wearing white or dark blue, but they could be wearing their dark blue pants, so if that will make up for it. But otherwise I could be wrong about both the two teams, and I'm sorry if I am wrong. But Jets are coming off that pretty much embarrassment performance, if we're going to be honest, kind of like an embarrassing performance. I guess the Niners, they took a fat L there. Titans are coming off of a choking job performance, I'll say, for the Bears, because the Titans actually came out was furious. They came out with the first punch, and ever since then, Chicago just kicked them in the ass the entire rest of the game. So this one's going to be another interesting one. This one could go back and forth, but who knows? Jets are looking for a bounce. Both these two teams looking off bounce backs. This one should be pretty interesting. So let's see who we got here. Okay, this one pick and spread is actually pretty even too. So we have Garrett is first, as always. He is taking the Tennessee Titans in this one. Noah is taking the Jets, and Noah, I forgot to change your name there. Like I said, I'm sorry, Noah might me do something in the last minute, so I'm just trying to get Noah to make sure. But anyway, he's taking the New York Jets. I'll have your name fixed by next week. I'm sorry. Peyton's taking the Jets. Heath. Who is Heath taking here? Is he taking the Tennessee Titans? Nope, no, never mind. He's taking the Jets. Andy is taking the Titans. He's just going to join Garrett over there. Will. Who's Chili taking? Chili is taking... Hold up, I can't see. Where the hell is Will? Okay, never mind. Alright, there he is. Never mind. I didn't see him for a minute. He's taking the Jets. Aiden is taking the Jets. Demetrius is taking the Jets. We have Chase is also taking the Jets. Cam, let's see. Who's Cam got? Cam's taking the Jets. Jace is taking the Titans. Then we have Cooper is taking the Jets. We got Derek is taking the Titans. Then we have Nate is taking the Jets as well. Liam is taking the Titans. Then we have Adam is taking the Titans. Adam's taking the Jets. He's taking the Jets. Then we have Yeller. Yeller's taking the Titans. My pick on this one could go either way. I'm kind of expecting both defenses to play good in this one. But in my opinion, Jets do need a bounce back. I think the Jets are better than the Titans. So my pick My pick is the Jets. I think the Jets should be able to walk away here with the win, but this one is pretty tricky. Consider the fact that both of these two teams need bounce backs, and I think that's what we're gonna watch in both of these performances. We're about to see how these two teams. But at the end of the day, I like the Jets odds better. I'll take them in this one, but this one could go either way. Could go either way, and I'm expecting a good game out of these two. All right, so what was the pick on spread in this one? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a 12-6 pick on spread there in favor of the Jets. But I don't know. Tennessee can definitely. This is definitely a winnable game for Tennessee, though. I mean, they're at home. I think Tennessee plays better at home than they do on the road. I think this is a wide open window for Tennessee. Question is, can they take advantage of it? We'll see. We'll see. So, like I said, 12-6 pick and spread. There you have it for that game. Should be another decent, interesting one. All right, next up, Niners, Vikings. I remember when these two teams played last year, the Vikings were favored to lose by a lot, and then the Vikings ended up winning this game. But will it happen again? Can it happen again? Also, like I said, even though the Niners are wearing white jerseys, I mean, the Vikings wear purple, so it doesn't matter. But the Niners are wearing white uniforms, but we're going to put them as tan because their helmet and their pants are literally tan, and there's really no reason for me to put them on white because we already have so many teams on white. So every single time they're on the road, they're wearing the white uniforms. So we're gonna put them over there as tan. So just to let you guys know. But anyway, the Niners are coming off of a dominating performance against the Jets. Vikings are coming off of also of a dominating performance against the Giants. They beat them up pretty good. So both of these two teams are coming off pretty good performances in this one. Like I said, last year when these two teams played, the Vikings won in an upset. Can it happen again? I don't know. Can it happen again? Well, according to the pick'em spread here, it looks like nobody's really falling for it, including myself here. Only 3 people here is taking the Vikings, and that is Yeller, Aiden, and Derek. Besides that, everybody else is taking the San Francisco 49ers here. And that's actually kind of surprising, especially knowing how last year went. If you guys haven't checked, like I said, last year the Vikings actually won this game in an upset. Me personally, I don't think that's gonna happen again. I hope now. Do I want this to happen? Yes, I want the upset to happen. I hope the Vikings win. I hope I'm wrong on this one, but I just think the Niners have too much depth. They have too much depth. Playing against a Super Bowl caliber team, and I know Minnesota's at home, and they're going to take advantage of that. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with the Niners on this one. Niners have too much depth. I think that's going to cause the Vikings some problems here at the end. Should be a close game, but I'll go with the Niners on this one. I'll be safe. I'll be safe than sorry. But yeah, for 3 people only picking the Vikings, I mean, I'm not surprised anybody took the Vikings in this one because they think the upset can happen again. But I'm kind of surprised more people did not go with the Vikings, assuming that they won it last year and they looked pretty good last week. But I do know, I knew Adam was going to take the Niners. I already knew that because I can already predict him with the Niners single single time because he's a Niners fan. But besides that, we have a 15-3 pick and spread there. In favor of the San Francisco 49ers, but this is a trap game for the Niners because playing in the bank is always a trap game factor, and I'll get into that in the analytics video for tomorrow. But at the end of the day, there you have it. We have a 15-3 pick and spread there in favor of the Niners, but this one should be another fun one. All right, moving on to our next game here. We have the Seahawks. We have the Patriots. Seahawks are wearing white. I know they are wearing dark blue pants, but we're gonna put them as white because they already have dark blue uniforms. Patriots are wearing or whatever they're wearing. They're wearing that, so they're the Patriots. They're actually wearing their blue jerseys this time. Seattle, they're coming off of a pretty decent win against the Broncos last week. I'm pretty sure they played the Broncos, right? Yeah, I think they played the Broncos. We all look at the Patriots. They got a shocking, upsetting win in Cincinnati, and their defense actually did look really good. But like I said, Cincinnati is known of starting off slow, so I'm kind of not surprised that New England actually took advantage of that. I mean, I was shocked, but I wasn't that shocked because, like I said, Cincinnati, they get off to slow starts. They don't lock in from the get go. So I kind of knew that the Patriots had a slim chance here, but this one should be another fun one. We actually got some people actually picking the Patriots again this week, so we'll go ahead and get to that. So according to this pick 'em spread here, everybody is taking the Seahawks except for 6 people, and that's Liam, Garrett, Aiden, Derek, Jays, and Yeller. Besides that, everybody else is taking the Seattle Seahawks on this one, and I'm actually not shocked that 6 people actually went with the Seahawks. I mean, actually with the Patriots in this one. Considering what they did last week in the jungle was actually pretty impressive. Can the Patriots win back-to-back games? They could. I think this is another winnable game for them. They're playing Seattle at home. If this game was in Seattle, then I think I probably would go more towards the Seahawks. I mean, I'm going towards the Seahawks anyway. But if this game was played in Seattle, then I'm probably really leaning towards Seattle. But since this game is in New England, I think the Patriots actually have a fair shot at winning this. But majority of us went with the Seahawks. The Seahawks are not the Bengals. Seahawks performed better than the Bengals last week, and yeah, majority of us went with the Seahawks on this one. I'm not falling for the trap game. Week 1. You know how the week 1 gets all the scenarios. I probably should have said that during the last game too, but you guys know the week 1 hippie hyper. If you guys know what I mean, teams get overhyped because of 1 week. Yeah, I'm not falling for that trap. I've fallen that trap from the Niners game too, but I'm not falling for the trap in this one. I will take Seattle to nearly win this. Now, do I want the Patriots to win? Yes, because division. But at the end of the day, do I want New England to win? Yes, because it's a rivalry going on here between Rams and Seattle. But I'll go Seattle. I'll play safe. So there you have it for that game. So we got a 3-6. So we have a 12-6 pick'em spread here in favor of the Seahawks. But I'm actually kind of proud that some of you guys actually took the Patriots. So, but it can definitely happen. But I'm just not advertising it. I'm not expecting it. If you guys know what I mean. All right, next up we got the Saints, Cowboys. Both of the two teams coming off the dominating performances. Saints coming off of that ass beating against the Panthers. Cowboys coming off another ass beating of the Browns in Cleveland. Especially doing that on the road was even more impressive. Both of these two teams looking to go to 2-0 in the season. So let me just go ahead and just get the pick and spread here out of the way. Even though both teams did perform really well last week, we do have to get into the pick and spread here real quick. And looks like everybody's taking Dallas, including myself. We only got 3 people here taking the Saints. We only got Noah, Peyton, and Cam. Those are the only 3 picking the Saints. Besides that, everybody else is taking the boys. Everybody else is taking the Cowboys in this matchup. But one thing I'm really looking forward to this matchup, I'm looking forward to see what the Saints do, because we saw what the Saints did in Carolina, right? Now I am taking Dallas to win this game, but I'm taking them because this is a new environment for the Saints. Because 1, you're not at home. 2, you're playing against a monster of a defensive team, and 3, you're playing against Dallas. So I want to see the Saints, how they do in this game. I'm not going to count last game, because last game was just the Panthers. This is going to be the real test for them, and I don't think the Saints are really going to be ready for it just yet. So that's why I'm going to go with Dallas. And I'm pretty sure that's why 15 of us here decided to go with the Cowboys. I think everybody here is thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. Like the Saints, they're good performance, yeah, but what are they going to do when they have to go to Dallas? You know what I mean? So, but overall, Saints all wear the black uniforms because Dallas always wears white at home, even though I put them in gray, because like I said, there's too many teams in white. We have way too many teams in white already here in this Pick'em Challenge video, so I try to do the best I can to kind of share off the colors here a little bit. So I decided to go with the gray here for the Cowboys, so that's why there's not too much white. But at the end of the day, 15 to 3 Pick'em spread there in favor of the Cowboys. Majority thinks the boys are going to win this one, and it's pretty fair. Even though both these two teams had down their performances, maybe this can get it down on the road. But let's see, 3 people over there dogging it with the Saints. So let's see, let's see what happens. So, but this one should be another interesting game as well. Good, you would like to see how both teams perform after getting blowout wins. So that will be one thing to watch in this one. Next up, Jets, Washington. I'm not really too motivated in this game. If you're asking me personally, I don't know. Both of these two teams, I mean, they had alright performances, but just not the best performances. I'm gonna say that to Washington. I'm not gonna say that about the Giants. So Washington had a decent performance, not a bad performance, not a good performance, just a mediocre performance. Giants, you guys probably had one of the worst performances I think ever seen, other than Carolina. But it's either you or Carolina who had one of the worst performances I think ever seen in a playoff game. If I'm being honest, if I chose the 18 people to do a pick'em challenge, I would think Washington would have the guarantee here. Let's see, is this actually a guarantee? No, this is not a guarantee. Surprisingly, only I think we have either 2 or 1 people here with the Giants, but we're gonna make sure. Right now, on my list, I have everybody taking Washington except for Jace, but I don't have Yeller's pick for this one. So actually, I do, but I just forgot where he I forgot where I put him, or I forgot where he picked. So let's see. Oh, okay, good. So Yeller did take the Commanders. Okay, so Jason's lone dogging it over there. He is lone dogging it. He's going with the Giants. He is taking. He's taking the Giants. But specifically, in my opinion, I don't know how the hell you take the Giants after watching that. Like, it's kind of like the Carolina story, right? Like, how in the hell do you take the Carolina Panthers or the New York Giants this week after watching what we just saw last week? How can you do it? How can you do it? That would be my question, right? Like, how are you able to do any of that? You guys know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everybody here decided to go with the Washington Commanders except for Jace. Like I said, Jace is, I'm pretty sure this is the first time somebody actually lone dogged something here on the channel. So, but if Jace gets this right, this is going to be a huge advantage here for Jace. But at the end of the day, everybody else going with the Washington Commanders. Everybody thinks they perform better. I think they perform better, so I'm going with the Commanders too. But if the Giants do win this game, it would be kind of shocking a little bit. But like I said, Giants are wearing the white uniforms, the white on red. Commanders are wearing the same thing that they did last week, so that explains the background color. So yeah, there you have it. 16-1, Jace, lone dogging it over there. All right, next game here. This is pretty interesting. Tampa Bay, Detroit. Tampa Bay, I know they're wearing white uniforms, but I don't know if they're specifically wearing white uniforms or those gray pants. So we're just gonna throw them in gray. Detroit's wearing blue. I did mess up Detroit last week, so I do apologize in advance for that. But Detroit is wearing their blue. This one's gonna be close. This is gonna be a good ass game. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. This is gonna be a close game. Tampa Bay also. This is also a revenge game for Tampa Bay due to the playoffs last year in the divisional round. This is a revenge game for Tampa. So I think Tampa Bay is gonna come out here with some serious anger, some force, some motivation. But let's see who we got here. And surprisingly, only 5 people here is going with Tampa Bay. So we already know Heath is going with Tampa Bay because we know that story. But joining Heath over there is Peyton, Jace, Noah, and Derek. Besides that, everybody else is taking the Detroit Lions. But yes, I am shocked that only 5 people went here with the Bucks. I thought we were going to see more people here with the Bucks. I honestly thought. And look at that, Yeller's actually picking his team. Yeller actually didn't pick it. He didn't pick his team last week, but he's going to pick his team this week. Yeah, so Detroit should be able to win this one. I'm not going to say should be, because this one should be a good game, regardless how it goes. But yeah, 13 of us decided to hang around here and go with the Lions on this one. Trust the Lions to get it done at home. Yeah. Chilling. But this one should be a good one. I'm chilling. Not much. Should be a good one here.
Charlie's outfits, make sure they fit.
Nice.
Huh?
Nice.
Where you go?
Chilling. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Colts, Packers. Man, this game just, I don't know what to say about this game, but this game like just changed the momentum of what I was gonna do. Colts are wearing the whites. Packers are wearing the same thing they did last week. Colts coming off of a very shocking, well, I'm not gonna say shocking, but very emotional loss against the Texans. Green Bay is coming off an unfortunate loss to the Eagles, and I'm just gonna say unfortunate because they lost Jordan Love. No. They lost Love in this game. Jordan Love. That injury that happened 5 seconds of the go in the game. And so for that reason, we'll get into the picks here in just a minute, but that completely made me rethink about this whole game. It really did. Like with Jordan Love being out, I don't know who's starting for Green Bay. I know who's starting. I just can't think of his name right now. But yeah, that was definitely a shocker there in this one. But let's see who we got here. So Garrett's taking Green Bay. Noah's also taking Green Bay. Peyton's taking the Colts. Heath is taking the Packers. Let's see. Andy's taking the Packers. Chill is taking the Colts. We have Aiden is taking. Who's Aiden taking? He's taking the Colts. Demean is taking the Colts. Chase is taking the Packers. We have Cam. Who is he taking? Cam. He's taking the Colts. Chase is taking the Colts. Cooper's taking the Colts. Derek's taking the Colts. Nate's actually going to take the Packers in this one. I'm kind of shocked that he took the Packers. Liam's also going to dig it. He went with the Packers as well. Adam's taking the Packers. Yeller's taking the Colts. My pick on this one, I kind of had to go back and forth. Until I heard that Jordan Love was playing, I went with the Packers. But now I have to go with the Colts. I have to go with the Colts just because I don't trust whoever's at quarterback for the Packers in this game. I don't trust them. I don't think they'll do well. I think the Colts will out execute the Packers. Even though the Packers offense did look pretty good, I don't know how they're going to look like with their new quarterback back there. And like I said, I'm sorry, I just can't think of his name right now. So for that reason, I'm going with the Colts to win this one on the road. But this is another game that can go back and forth because, like I said, beside the quarterback, their offense is still really good on receiver, running back. So should be a good game here, but the quarterback situation maybe changed my pick. But if Jordan Love was playing, I'm going with the Packers, though, at home. But that's just the end of the story. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, making this a 10-8 pick and spread here in the favor of the Colts. So there you go. Alright, next up, Rams-Cardinals. Should be a pretty good, entertaining game here. I'm kind of expecting an offensive game. Hold up. Yeah. Offensive game in this one. Hold on, let me check. Let me find. Okay, here. Should be an offensive game in this one. I'm actually kind of motivated in this game. Cardinals coming off a tough loss against the Bills. Probably should have won that game. Rams coming off a kind of emotional loss against the Lions too. AKA my Rams. Rams are getting banged up. I am concerned about that going into this game, especially after watching that Cardinals offense. Kind of shocked by that. But Rams, I'm going to put them with the white because they are wearing their white little thing that they call it. And it's not their standard or modern uniform. It's like the white uniform, the all white uniform, like the one they wear all white. They're wearing those, so they're going to be white this week. Cardinals are wearing red, so of course I'm going to be red. This one's going to be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be close. I think this one's going to be a great game. But let's see who we got. And surprisingly, only 4 people here is taking the Cardinals. Everybody else is taking the Rams, but I'm kind of surprised only 4 people here is taking the Cardinals, considering the fact that the Rams are kind of banged up, and the Cardinals do have a good shot at winning this. But I mean, honest, I think the Cardinals. I'm kind of scared of this matchup as a Rams fan. I think the Cardinals can definitely win this game. But the only 4 that's taking the Cardinals is Aiden, Cam, Chase, and Yeller. Besides that, everybody else is taking the Rams. And if I'm being honest, I'm kind of shocked. And I'm a Rams fan saying that. This is kind of shocking. But everybody digging it. I'm taking the Rams. My pick on this one, I'm taking the Rams as well. Should be a good game. Should be a fantastic game. But I got my guys. I didn't pick them last week, so I have to pick them this week. It's just a deal. That's just how it goes. But this one could go either way. I am kind of surprised that Adam took the Rams as well, knowing that the 49ers are the biggest orange nemesis with the Rams. But he's going with picks. He's going with the right pick, so I can't blame him. Also, thank you guys so much for picking the Rams. Thank you guys so much for picking the Rams. It means so much to me. But at the end of the day, so we have another 14-4 pick and spread here in the favor of the Rams. But this one is not going to be easy. The Cardinals definitely do have a good shot of winning, especially, like I said, with the Rams banged up and the Cardinals being at home. They can definitely win this. But at the end of the day, there you have it. 14-4. Majority of us going with the LA Rams, or I should say my Los Angeles Rams. Even Yeller picked against my own team. He picked the Rams last week, but he didn't pick the Rams this week, which is kind of shocking, but it's whatever. All right, next up, Steelers, Denver. Defensive war here. Defensive battle. Should be close. Steelers are actually wearing the home uniforms on the road here, and we might as well just go ahead and get to it because this is another 14-4 pick and spread here with Chase, Pay, Derek, and Yeller taking Denver. Besides that, everybody else is taking the Steelers, including myself. But the Steelers actually had a pretty good performance. The Steelers are coming off of a pretty good defensive showing against Atlanta. Denver's coming off of a mediocre loss to the Seattle Seahawks. A game that they maybe should have won, but ended up losing on the losing side of it. This game here, I'm going, majority of us, and I'm going with the Steelers on this one because I think the Steelers' defense looks really good, and I do think that's going to cause Denver some problems. Like I said, I'll get into that tomorrow. But I think the Steelers get it done. I think they get it done on the road. They go back home. Yeah. They get this one done, and they set on home. And Chase, Bay, Derek, and Yeller taking the Denver Broncos in this one. At the end of the day, majority of us went with the Steelers. So there you go. Another 14-4 pick and spread there. Okay, there we go. Next up, Cincinnati, Kansas City. I'm really disappointed in Cincinnati. I am very disappointed in Cincinnati. Very disappointed. I was not expecting to lose to the Patriots. I don't think anyone was expecting to lose to the Patriots. While Kansas City did Kansas City things. They did Kansas City. They played Kansas City football. They did what they had to do. They won last week, and according to everybody here, they're winning again next week. I think this is actually a guarantee. I don't. Matter of fact, yeah, I think this is a guarantee. I think everybody here is taking the Chiefs, right? So we can just go ahead and just mark it official. Also, never mind. Yeller is taking the Bengals. I meant to read this on my screen. Yeller is the only one taking the Bengals. Besides that, everybody else is going with the Kansas City Chiefs on this one. My opinion, the Chiefs are just better. They're just better. They look better. Even though the Bengals could bounce back, the Bengals do normally show up for these type of games, which that's the only thing I'm kind of scared about in this matchup. The Bengals showing up against good teams, and not showing up against bad teams. That's the only thing I'm kind of scared for. But I just don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, kind of with the Panthers, with the Panthers and the Giants story. I don't know how you pick them after watching it last week. I don't think you do it. I don't know what Yeller's thinking here. Maybe, I mean, it's kind of understandable because the Bengals actually have the Chiefs' number in the regular season. But at the end of the day, majority of us going with the Chiefs here. Everybody thinks the Chiefs are the better team, and it's rightfully so. After watching last week, it's arguably so. So there you have it. A 15-1 pick and spread. Yeller is lone dogging it out over there. But moving on to our next game here, we got Saturday football. We got the Bears. We got the Texans here. Bears, they're coming off of a defensive game, a defensive, outstanding defensive performance and a win over Tennessee. Texans are coming off of a pretty offensive clinic against the Colts. This one's another game that should be a lot of fun to watch and enjoy as well. But in this one, we only got 3 people here picking the Bears, and that's Yeller, Noah, and Jace. Besides that, everybody else here is taking the Houston Texans. Everybody taking the Houston Texans. I'm not surprised by it because Houston, this is a home game for them on primetime. I am kind of shocked though that Houston. I'm kind of surprised that Houston has 15 votes for this one. I was kind of expecting like 5, maybe 5 people to go over there with the Bears, but at the end of the day, the Texans, this is a home game for them. They are wearing the white uniforms again. Bears are wearing blue on the road. At the end of the day, majority of us here with the Texans, and you guys may think this might be a sloppy Thursday night game. I'm a Sunday night game. I think this is a okay Thursday night game. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's an okay Thursday night game, I should say. But majority of us going with the Texans there. So there you have it. And then now finally, let's move on to the Monday night game here. We got the Falcons. We got the Eagles. Falcons coming off a disappointing performance against the Steelers. Eagles, I did change the Eagles logos. Like I said, I might change the Tampa Bay's logo too, and I'm sorry about that. But Eagles coming off of an offensive clinic performance as well against the Packers. Beat them in Brazil. And looks like we have another guarantee. Everybody here is taking the Eagles to close things out for week 2. So there you quickly have it. Everybody here is taking the Eagles. Kind of shocking that nobody here took the Falcons, but I don't know. I mean, coming off their last performance, didn't look as great. Maybe the Eagles come here and win, but there you have it. Everybody here is taking the Philadelphia Eagles. So, guys, that is going to do it here for week 2 of the Pick'em Challenge. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell. We do appreciate everybody's support. And make sure you guys can join the Discord, Fantasy Basketball. Make sure you tune in for an analytics video coming out tomorrow. And all that. All that's going to be a lot of fun. But until next, everybody, peace out. Stay safe. Peace out. See y'all in the next one. See y'all in the next video. Peace out. Oh, hold up. Okay, there we go. See you, everyone.